let's start too. Why don't people want mass immigration? Let's get right into it.
Be sure to subscribe and let's dive right into this video.
And there's so many different aspects to immigration that.
Oh, and shout out this kid. He was on Tucker Carlson. This is Nikki Haley's son. Yes, this is Nikki Haley's son. And like Loki, he was spitting facts on Tucker Carlson. And he was Loki speaking up for the younger generation. And he was right. A lot of things he was talking about was right. I'll probably react to it probably tomorrow. Because what he was saying was pretty important. But let's get
Be sure to subscribe and let's dive right into this video.
And there's so many different aspects to immigration that it's not just the migration part of it, but a lot of other things that are just out of control.
Like what?
So naturalized citizens should not be able to hold public office. Growing up here is a big part of understanding the country.
Completely agree. First off, if you don't know who this is Nayland Haley, Nikki Haley's son. He's been popping up a lot recently. In large part, personally, I think we're seeing him a lot more because there isn't a lot of prominent Gen Z voices that are coming out saying these types of things other than when we have.
Oh, yeah, man, that's definitely his mom. Man, he's definitely his mama's child. I'll tell you that.
Charlie Kirk, Nick Fuentes. I mean, if we're thinking about like mainstream younger men, we're not really seeing that at scale. And of course, being Nikki Haley's son has access to Tucker Carlson, has access to these things, but he's making a good point here. I think if you are going to be running for office in the United States of America, you need to have been already a born citizen. I do think you need to be born and raised in this country to run for office in this country. Same thing for president. I think the same for president needs to apply for everything in office, because I don't think it's right that you can be born and raised in an entire different country, come here and then be able to run for office, and that just doesn't sit right with me, and it never has. Truly, this isn't even from being bigoted, this isn't from being hateful. To me, it just seems like common sense.
Yeah, same here. It just seems for me to be common sense that, well, wouldn't we want like a natural born citizen, like born on U.S. soil, nowhere else, to be, holding public offices, especially? I mean, here's the thing. I'm not really too upset about it. I'm not asking for these guys to lose their Congress seat or whatever. But yeah, like guys like people like Ilhan Omar is a pretty good example of, well, why are we letting people in power in this why are we letting people in these chairs of leadership and they weren't born in America? And then we're surprised when they talk un-American. Like, yeah, why is this even a thing? I have no idea. It makes no sense to me why we even allow this. Like, these guys can't be president, but they can be a senator, they can be a congressman or woman. I mean, that's ridiculous to me. I'll be quite honest with you.
That if we're focused on this country, its roots, preserving it and growing with it, it should be ran by the people born here. Like, I don't ever see myself moving to Tokyo and then running for office in Tokyo, trying to switch things up over there to make it how it is here. That doesn't make sense. Never has, never will. As well as dual citizenship, either in America or not. Like, I've never understood the dual citizen thing, because
I don't know, on the terms of loyalty. Now I hold loyalty like very high. So on the terms of loyalty, yeah, I never got it either. I'm just like, bro, but well, are you is it America first? Are you American or not? Is it us or not? Because you over here having dual citizenship. So, like, bro, you kind of sound like a double agent just off the rip. Like, who are you for? So, yeah, I never understood that either. That dual citizenship, always put that into question as well. It's like, bro, it's either you all in or you all in over there in your home country. I mean, take a pick. But you just can't, like, bro, leave your home country, come over here and then still have citizenship over there, still have some type of loyalty for them. Nah, I mean, if that's how it is, stay over there.
Like, I have loyalty to this country. I'm born here. I live here. I pay taxes here. This is my home country, and it's where I'm a citizen of. And I don't think you should be a dual citizen in office. Like, if you're a congressman and you have, like, say, for example, dual citizenship between Israel and America. No. I think that if you're in the United States of America and you are in office and you serve American people, you need to have been born here and you need to be like only a citizen here. That's it.
We need to stop and limit the amount of foreign students that are coming into our universities. Some of them are spies, by the way, for foreign governments.
Yes, this too. When I was in school back in 2014, 2015,
Facts.
and I was saying they can dress down. And
bro, the foreigners were coming to school in designer, in Corvettes, and like, bro, I think one of them came to school in a fucking Lambo. And that's not like I was going to some rich preppy school. I was going to Wright State, like in Dayton. Like nowhere that has extra rich people. And these kids are foreigners, Chinese, Indian. They're pulling up in the Louis Vuitton, Gucci, shopping every day at the nicest stores. in the nicest cars. Like bro, the guy who had the nicest car on campus was a foreigner. So I'm almost thinking like, bro, why y'all gotta come here? Why can't you just go in your own country and do this stuff? Why you gotta come here and take opportunity away from American citizens? And then here's the thing. These colleges kind of promote it because these guys pay more. It's like a financial incentive for them to do this, which is terrible because we're pretty much saying that, oh, well, F the American people, we'll just take the money. We'll just take the foreign dollars. Crazy.
It's like a meme at this point. Them international students, they be coming dripped out, full fashion, full outfits, all of it. They look good. However, I do think it's interesting that you have like Chinese students.
And let's be real, when you come in like that, you're able to get into high places. You're able to get into around a lot of influential people when you carry around yourself like that or carry around money like that. Like you can hang out with, well, the higher ups in our society if you're rocking like that. And that's just how it works.
In research labs. That just doesn't make sense to me from a national security standpoint. Not being racist toward like a Chinese person, but thinking of it at a larger scale, thinking of it like from a country standpoint, shifting my nuance, shifting my perspective to that standpoint, that Ed never has sat in right with me. Yeah, let's send over Russian students, Chinese students, Israeli students into these American institutions and learn what they're teaching Americans and learn all the trades, learn all the secrets, learn all the early.
Yeah, it's like we're literally giving our secrets out to these guys, giving our intellectual secrets to these guys, and they just go back to their place and then claim they invented something. Like it's ridiculous. It don't make no sense. Actually, bro, if it wasn't for our immigration system, I honestly feel like a lot of these countries would be lost without us. If it wasn't for the fact that we let in these guys into our highly educated areas, into our highly technical areas, they wouldn't be able to steal intellectual property. They literally have to come for us because they wasn't producing it on their own, or they would have to produce it on their own because they can't get it from us, and they got to develop their own education, their own colleges, instead of just forcing their students into ours
Early on
through paying higher tuition prices, almost double in tuition price.
research. Let's get right into that. That screams like the easiest way to spy. Let me know in the comments below if you think that way too, but he's spot on. These are completely fair takes in my opinion.
But it's also just, we should put our kids first.
Yes.
And we should also not allow dual citizenship, because that's the stupidest idea. You're either American or you're not. And everyone wants to make it so complicated.
And it's not complicated. You don't have to make it this complicated. You're either American citizen or you're not. Done deal. At that, we do need to be putting our American citizens first. There's like, and I'm making another video separate to talk about the H-1B visa program. This is just mainly talking about why people are against mass immigration. Even some people are against immigration to begin with. But on a quick tidbit on the H-1B visa stuff, it's frustrating. It is frustrating for Gen Z and millennials to see how catered other people are and all the benefits that some people get when we were promised the American dream. While yes, I'm grateful to be living in this country, I'm thankful for the rights that are afforded to us, there are some things we need to fix. And something we need to fix is the fact that we're not living in the same America that Gen X and boomers were living in. They had way much more affordability, way more jobs, and it was just literally a different.
I mean, shoot, like, bro, I'm 30 years old. Like, bro, if you remember how it was with your parents, bro, my mom was paying $1 for gas. Actually, when I was in college in 2000, let's see here, about 2014, 2015, bro, I was paying like $600 for a 2-bedroom apartment. I wasn't even using the second bedroom. So it's crazy. It is crazy out now that the same 2-bedroom apartment, I looked it up, shoot, it's almost like $1,300 now. And I was only paying six at that time. And it's been like 10 years since that. So yeah, affordability has gotten out of hand. And I mean, especially when I'm thinking about as a kid, when I was a kid, I mean, life just seemed like, when it came to money, it just seemed like $10-$20 could go take you like honestly all day. Like you could spend $20 a day and be cool. Nowadays, you damn near gotta spend $50-$60 a day just to be cool or to get all your essentials. And that's just how I was seeing it back when I was a kid. And trust me, I always did love math and adding up things when I was a kid. So I kind of knew the expenses of that day.
World. And right now, younger millennials and Gen Z, they're doing what they can and scraping by, but the little that they can do is being taken up by foreigners. And yes, to a certain degree, yes, I do feel like our education system needs to be revamped. We need better schooling. We need better tutors. We need to put more emphasis and focus on and really, there needs to be a cultural shift. There does need to be a cultural shift in terms of how we view education in the United States. But all in all, we do need to be putting American citizens first. And we are just sick and tired of all this tax money being sent overseas. We're tired of other nationalities, like other people, foreigners and migrants coming here, getting benefits, jobs, ruining things, starting up crime. Like, this has nothing to do about race. It has nothing to do with ill Mexicans, ill Jews, ill Russians, ill Chinese people. No, this has everything to do with, hey, I want to put Americans first and everybody else second. Let me at least try to do something here.
I feel the same way. I mean, like, look, maybe Harvard could leave like, I don't know, 100 seats open, maybe, but it shouldn't be like, I don't know, maybe no more than 50 seats open for foreign students. Like, I don't know if you guys love your foreigners, I guess, but we should honestly just put American students first. That's it. Period. Point blank. When Trump was on Fox News talking about, well, oh, if we don't let in the Chinese kids, some of these universities will go out of business. Let them, because they've been failing a lot of people lately. And trust me, a lot of people love to see them fall. So if they can't survive without foreign money, then let them suffer. Let them collapse. It is what it is. Besides, we need to restructure our education system anyway to more of a trade system, because now the trades is gonna seem to be but the trades are well, sorry guys, but it does seem like the trades are going to be the only thing around, considering AI takes all the desk jobs. So it does already seem like we need to move to more towards hands-on work than college anyway. It is what it is.
First, okay? Let us fix what's got going on here, and then we can talk about y'all. But for right now, we need to fix something here, because we all complaining. We all talking about the infrastructure sucks, education system sucks, debt sucks, healthcare sucks, food sucks. We say we can acknowledge all these things, but at the same time, we hipping and hollering for more illegals to come here, and more legals to come here, more migrants to come here. We got to pick one. We got to put some focus somewhere, and it's not hateful, it's not bigoted to say, hey, I'm over it. We need to calm down this migration stuff and just focus on Americans here first. There's nothing wrong with that. In addition, what he's talking about right now, back to the dual citizenship, if you're a congressman, a congresswoman, you need to just be serving America only. That's it.
I like about the past generations, they're always about the rules, the process, and regulation. No, it's really simple. You're just America first. People should have their loyalty to America first. And if they can't do that, then this ain't the country for you.
That's totally right. What about serving in a foreign military?
Oh gosh, no, forget about it. You can't do that.
Good.
Of course not, right?
It's ridiculous.
You should not be allowed to serve if you... Like, why is this controversial? Why is this like not common sense? If you are in America,
because for some reason they don't even want to help your fellow American no more. For some reason, I don't know what it is when it comes to the liberals, but they want to put immigrants over to U.S. citizens. And then when we point that out to them, they try to gaslight us like that's not how they think. I mean, even Sid got up here and said, well, you know, if you remove them, there's like nothing's going to help you. There's not going to help you guys. And then there's other guys who sit there and say, oh, well, are you going to work the low wage jobs? Because that's what we got the immigrants here for. I mean, thank you for admitting that you got them as low wage slaves. Appreciate that, by the way. But no, actually, we shouldn't let them work those low wage jobs. You take them out, take our kids off the games and the iPads and put them in the field. Let them pick the fruits. I mean, and when it comes to the highway jobs, y'all just say, F it, let the H-1B visas have them. And we're not smart enough, and we're a mediocre culture, according to Vivek Ramaswamy. So you kind of see where you're kind of screwing us with this whole immigration topic, where you kind of don't leave the American people anywhere out but to low-key be against immigration, because you guys don't want to fix no part of it, and then you want to tell us to eat dirt.
You're an American citizen. You should not be allowed to serve in a foreign military.
That idea alone is just insane.
Yeah.
Dual citizenship's already bad enough, but to serve in another country's military is disqualifying, really.
Of course. I mean, it's hard to believe it's even a conversation. What about language? Do you worry that, you know, countries are united by their language, and language is inseparable from culture? Language is culture in a lot of ways, but this doesn't seem like an English-speaking country anymore.
Yeah, especially when you go to places like Minneapolis, Miami.
He's spitting facts. We talked about this a little bit in my Nick Fuentes video. A country should have a shared language at the bare minimum. The bare minimum.
Oh, guys, let's make sure to double tap that screen if you like, and if you're feeling the video. And also, if you have any question, comment, jokes, or disagreements, I'll be happy to read it out loud and engage with it. Just $2 and up. Appreciate the support, guys. And let's try to get $20 more in support, and then we can go ahead and get into conspiracy hour. Appreciate the support, guys. Let's at least try to reach halfway through the goal. Halfway.
We should all at least be able to communicate so we can move throughout society and follow social norms and understand certain things. Like, yes, we all can read street signs. Why? Because we all know English. Things like that. Oh, we all know the laws. Why? Because we see the laws are in English. It's written in English. And we have a shared language. That's what a culture is. And we're losing that as America. Regarding assimilation, people should be, I'm all for you coming to America, but assimilate into American culture. Or at least we need to have like a shared identity of what America is. And for certain, it needs to be speaking English. If you want to know and study other languages, go for it. If you want to speak to someone else in a different language, because they also speak that language, then sure, go ahead. But as far as
now, see, I wish that was true. I really wish I could say that. BZ. I really wish I could say that. But sadly, nah, you could definitely say you can't find a job because of immigrants. Because think about it like this. I mean, why hire you when they can? Let's talk about a high skill. Let's talk about something high skill. Why hire you when they got bring in an H-1B visa guy that are going to pay 25% less, 20 to 30% less than you? I mean, why hire you? We can just bring that guy over there. We can just undermine you and bring in the immigrant. I mean, it's not that you don't got the skills, sis. It's just that, bro, cheaper. So it is what it is. And because it is immigrant, the legal immigrant, by the way, you won't be able to get this job. It is what it is, cheaper labor. That's how it works. I know. I wish I could say that too. I wish I could just sit there and say, bro, if immigrants is out here taking your job like that, it's a skill issue. But sadly, it's not even a skill issue, man. It's a wage issue. I would say it's a profit margin issue.
Running a business, English. We should be speaking English. We should be proud to speak English. I can't imagine moving to Tokyo and forcing the people that live there, Japanese people, to speak English, to open up stores that only speak English. That's derangement. Again, we travel for a reason. We travel, we go overseas so we know what to expect. You go to India, you know what India looks like. You go to France, oh, oui, Paris. You go to Japan, I don't know how to speak Japanese, but we go to these places because we have an expectation of what they are, but there's no expectation of what America is anymore, and we're losing that before our eyes, and it's just turned from America.
Yeah, I mean, I know people like to bring up the Somalians and how they have their little section, but so do the Italians, so does the Jews, so do the Hispanics, and they have, I mean, bro, there's little Italies in probably like 10 different states. They have little Italies, little Somalias, little Mexicos. Like, it's not just the Somalians, by the way. And it don't matter what race it is, it's still disrespectful. It's like, you come over here, you come to this country, and you don't assimilate. Instead, you just create your own little, your own little country, your own little foreign country that you came from. That's a bit crazy. Instead of assimilating and being a part of the American group or the American community or the Asper, no, you just rather create your own little thing. And here's crazy how we kind of come hard on the Somalians about it. But I mean, hey, we don't say a damn thing about the Mexicans, really. We kind of ignored that. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know if anybody ever want to talk about what the Jews get off with, but let's just focus on the Mexicans then. I mean, they get it off. There's places in the United States where they only speak Spanish. An illegal can come over here from Mexico, get into one of these spots, and never have to learn a lick of English and be able to live their life thoroughly, fully, no problems. But we can never go out there not know no Spanish in Mexico and think we're just gonna be able to live life easily.
Being this melting pot where we all assimilating it along, to America being a mosaic and we're all just like coexisting near each other. And this is turning into a shit show. It's turning into a failed experiment, sad to say, and something needs to give.
And yeah, I want to be able to understand everybody. I just do. It's my country. I don't think I should have to speak another language in my own country. I don't think anyone wants that. I don't think it's good for us. Not saying that you can't know another language. I think that's great.
You should
to know another language.
That's good.
Exactly.
But to have anything other than English as the primary language in this country, not acceptable.
You're not describing the priorities of the modern Republican Party at all here.
No, but hopefully one day it will be. That's what I hope will happen.
I hope so too. And if you want to give him a follow, I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of him, Nayland Haley, but common sense approach. And in terms of mass migration and migration in totality, what we are seeing is people coming here and not abiding to any of that we just talked about.
None
People
of it.
coming here, serving in different militaries. People coming here, being a dual citizenship. People coming here, not speaking English. People coming here to America.
And this is the difference. A lot of people say, well, aren't we a country of immigrants? Yeah, we are. But the thing is, it only works out when people assimilate under the one American culture. Of course, liberalism, capitalism, like, you know, inalienable rights and all that good stuff that just don't really happen in other countries. Getting under our constitutional republic. Don't try to shape our constitutional republic how your dictatorship was going in your country, or your socialist economy, or your socialist dictator was doing stuff in your country. Don't come over here with that. Leave that over there. When you come over here, you're admitting that, yeah, I didn't like what's going on over here, so you better accept what's going on over here. You better get down with it and learn some English as well. Please and thank you.
Because they want to be here, but then bringing their entire country that they're fleeing or coming from. It's very similar, honestly. And I'll play it fair. It's very similar to the people that will leave a blue state because they hate how decrepit it's come to a red state and then vote blue. Don't vote for what you fled. I get it if it's a different.
Bro, and see, now some of y'all sounding stupid. One, we're not under a dictatorship. If we're under a dictatorship, then why are you even allowed to say something about, oh, our glorious dictator, Donald Trump? How are you able to say something against Fuhrer Trump? How? Tell me how you're able to even say anything. How are you guys able to have no king protests and go against a dictator without getting your heads blown off or having a mass hanging? Please tell me how y'all doing that. Because that's what other dictators did throughout history. Unless you're saying that Trump is like the softest dictator in history. We just got the nicest dictator ever that lets you, have freedom of speech, let you criticize him and all that good stuff. Unless we just have the best dictator ever, you guys sound dumb.
From person. And that saying, because not all Democrats think the same. Lately, they have been, and even Republicans. But if you're fleeing a Democrat city because you don't like it and you're moving to a Republican city, why are you then voting to turn it blue? That makes no sense.
I don't want to live in a city that locks up the aisles in the grocery store anymore. I don't want to be at a restaurant, have to go to the bathroom, and go ask somebody for a code. I'm tired of walking into a park and seeing Sharps containers at every entrance and every exit.
Nah, they had to use the code. I ain't gonna lie. Some of the foreigners, and you can tell when they're from a different country, when they just destroy bathrooms, they destroy the F out of these bathrooms. Like, oh my God. Like, it don't even make sense. Like, you would damn near wonder, like, bro, come on, man. You can't tell me I ain't have toilets in y'all country. Come on now. Like, really? The water on the toilet seat? Like, with the toilet paper stick? Come on, bro. Come on.
This isn't normal. I shouldn't be at a park and see a bathroom and wonder if A, it's open, B, see that it's completely covered in graffiti, or C, that it is completely inoperable because the city doesn't take care of it.
And the sad part about what this guy's going on a rant on is that, at least for like me being 30, I grew up in a time where none of that was a thing. I grew up in a time where, like, back up. Obviously,
none of that was a problem. Like, you could go to these restrooms and not have to worry about a lock or anything. It would just be open. You didn't have to go to the cashier and get a key or nothing like that. It was just open. Nowadays, you do need to get a key. Nowadays, you do need that code. And I mean, it's not just because of immigrants as well. It's not just because of them. I mean, homeless people will come in and use the bathroom and F it up as well. I mean, you don't want to know what a gas station bathroom looks like after a homeless man got done with it. You don't want to know.
Was graffiti. Obviously, there were some stores or some things locked up. But with how we see it now, it's decrepit. Socially, America needs to get its act together, and we can't get our own act together if we're constantly being flooded in with other cultures and identities who don't even have their own stuff together. And it's a whole hodgepodge of people just coexisting together, not having a shared identity. It's a hot mess, and it's all over the place. It's sad. We have things to work on. And if you are in a marriage, right? Say you're married and y'all are going through a divorce. If you're going through a divorce, are you going to sit here and adopt children in the middle of a divorce? No. Okay. You're going to fix what you got going on in your marriage. America's going through a divorce. We need to fix what we got going on in our marriage before we start adopting and taking in all these migrants. It makes no sense. I want a common sense society. I want clean streets. I want well-behaved people. I want to help create and foster and pour into this idea of what America is, but it's hard to do that when we have this mass migration coming in and no one, even legal citizens, born and raised Americans, not giving a damn about their own country. In
True.
large part due.
I mean, let's be real though. I mean, if y'all really cared about this immigration problem until the Muslims came, apparently when the Muslims started doing it, it became a problem. But if y'all really cared, y'all have spoke up since the Mexicans started doing this. If y'all really cared, y'all have spoke up when the Jews started doing this. If y'all really cared, y'all have spoke up when honestly there's a lot more other countries that do this as well. So it's funny how we pick and choose which one we want to like critically judge. But like I said, it does kind of make it is a bit irritating how well it's been being done for a while, where these people come through, carve out their own little cities in our land, and nothing is talked about until Somalis in Dearborn, or my bad, in Minnesota. Somalis in Minnesota, right? Now is a problem. I mean, been happening for decades before them, but now it's a problem. Okay, bro. Okay.
To mainstream media constantly pushing out BS, and then also just people not raising quality people anymore. It's sad. It's why I go so hard on the Black community. Hello, I'm Black. I get viewed a certain way. There's prejudice against me, racism against me. I see it, it's there. But also see and notice and can acknowledge it's there for a reason. And it's unfortunate. And these are things that need to be worked on and addressed. And we only can do that if we start having these honest conversations. And we only can do that when we start focusing on the issues at hand that we have in our own country. It saddens me. It frustrates me seeing, coming from Chicago, born and raised in Chicago, seeing so many Chicagoans get frustrated at all these illegal immigrants being poured into and it turning into a sanctuary city and all the crime and everything's rampant.
We need to allocate some of this money for our Black children.
$51 million for migrants brought some loud and vocal opposition from the public, to the point where police had to escort people out of the city council meeting several times.
Hell yeah, because like, bro, you're spending millions of dollars on migrants, but the schools are terrible, but there's cracks and potholes all over the place, but y'all got millions for migrants. I mean, and then y'all pretend like the American people are just supposed to accept this, or you hit them with the most disingenuous statement of, well, we are a land of my immigrants, so you should be okay with giving up your tax dollars for them, even though they don't really give up nothing for you. Well, we'll lie to you and say that they do, but they really don't.
It's like, damn, at one point, something needs to give, something needs to change. And I'm all for something changing, but we can't do that. We can't focus on that. Have our attention to be diverted to people who aren't even citizens in the first place. Let's be so for real.
It is not normal to see ads for home security systems everywhere. When my mom came to visit me, I remember walking away from her and having this brief moment where I go, I can't let her be by herself here. This is Denver, Colorado, but there are many cities like this, and none of this shit is normal. There were honor system egg stands in my neighborhood when I was a kid. The only time you hear about things like this now is when it's somebody stealing the entire supply.
See, and it's like they pay $96 billion in taxes, sweetheart. We're paying close to that just to deport their ass. We're paying over $88 billion just to deport them, and that's a tax attributed to them. So no, they're costing us actually just on the deportation side of things. And then also to provide healthcare to some of them through the clinics that we fund that provide healthcare services regardless of immigration status. Oh yeah, let's add that on to the bill as well. So now we've come to the fact that they are a net negative. Thank you for proving my point.
And not paying for them. This isn't normal. None of this is normal. The only reason everybody's not losing their mind about this shit is because it's happened so slowly over so many years that we just think it's normal.
Yep.
I mean, you damn right I'm Uncle Ruckus when it comes to that.
That nigga is guilty.
You damn right, because guess what?
Oh, yeah. There is powerful niggardry at work here.
The niggardry is strong within this one. But all right, let's go.
Slowly over the last few years. And truly, I think there was a big shift in like the way, like when migrants came here, they're proud to be American. They're proud to come here. They were thankful for it. And of course, we'll get into this later about the whole like little Italy's and little Chinatowns, the little Pakistans, like all the little cultural neighborhoods. We'll touch on that later. But there has been a shift in like the way immigrants and migrants are viewing this country. It went from being proud to
then James, move to Mexico. Bet you won't move to Mexico and you'll stay your ass here in America like a good little boy. Thought so.
Be here, respecting this country, celebrating it, loving it, to just completely not even acknowledging it. The rise of Spanish speaking people, like no one speaking English, the rise of illegal immigration, the rise of, I'm not even like a Christian, but the decline of like Christianity. Like the decline of what made America America. Like, y'all get what I'm saying? It's just sad to see and witness before my very eyes. It is. It's just wild to be a part of this and look around like all the rise of all the mosques.
Jay, you just said that you like Mexicans more than your own people. I mean, by that logic, why are you here? Just go to Mexico, dog. I mean, you may have been born here, but you don't like the people here. So I don't really know what you're doing here, dog. Just go to Mexico. But like, look, just learn some quick Spanish. Go to Mexico, and you'll be a happier person, James. I just want what's best for you.
Spanish speaking, like I said before.
Viva Mexico! Viva Mexico! Viva Mexico!
For the Indians over here.
Boy, these are the Mexicans sure acting entitled to be here, though. And Lord knows they have no claim to that.
Here. And the Mexicans here. The Muslims here. It's like, damn, it's low-key changing. And I'm all for the diversity. I'm all for different restaurants, you know. I'm all for that. But at some point, we do need some shared norms. We do need a shared set of what like America is. Like, I can't just go to Dubai and do whatever the hell I want. I need to obey the Dubai's rules. And it's apparent America ain't got no damn rules, and we need to change that. And there's nothing wrong with wanting that change. I think it's about time there's at least a bare minimum, some common sense rules, some common sense practicalities that we lay out. That's like, yeah, no stealing. Oh yeah, like I want to. This is a different topic. I want to bring back public.
Willie, wrong. No, they fought Mexico, and Mexico lost. So the land is ours now. Congratulations. I mean, hey, look, bro, like this is the best thing I can show you right now, but this is what we do as Americans.
My pants below, create, explore, expand, concord. I came, I saw, I praise the Lord, then break the law. I take what's mine, then take some more. It rains, it pours, it rains, it pours.
I say, man, we took what's ours and we took some more.
You know, I don't know if I can say that right now. I want to bring back public that, put it on live TV. You do something bad, boom, you're gone. We need to make examples out of these people because I'm sick and tired of these repeat offenders. There's no reason in hell we got a U.S. citizen that's 20, 30, 40 felonies. Excuse me? Like, I'm all for due process, but there's no reason. There's like physical proof. Like, I'll be watching Code Blue Cam videos and Midwest Safety and all that. The amount of people that just get let go, there's just no reason. Like, there's a lot of laws and things we need to be changing. There is. I want to go back to just a very well put, close-knit, like very tight-knit society, but no one's assimilating into that and no one's desiring that, especially the migrants. And again, I'm not trying to blanket statement here. Of course, there are some people that come here the legal way and they are very proud and they love America and they're so thankful to be here, but there's a good chunk of people, the Indians, the Muslims, that just come here and there's like no America. It's like they just it is, you know, it's just odd. It's odd to me. And I've felt this way. We'll talk about it. We can talk about it. I felt this way as a kid. When I was a little kid, I had one girl. There was one girl in my school that had the little hijab. And I always thought it was so interesting. I'm like, but why? But you're in America.
All good. Yes,
you know, like,
all good.
If there's norms in other countries of what not to wear, what not to do, why can't we have that here? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing ideas out there, you guys. If you come here, you can't be wearing all the clothes. And you show yourself, show your face, show your hair, and you can wear a hat. But like, you know, see, this is where it gets in little nuances, and this is where we're just like shooting the shit back and forth. We're just sitting here chatting, but there needs to be something shared in America.
Yeah, I get it. Like, you know, but I let them have their burkas. But let's be honest, though, the whole like praying for 5 times a day over the intercom. No, like waking people up in the morning with that bullshit. No, that should not be allowed. They can practice their religion. I mean, that's all good and all, but you don't need to hold up Times Square for a mass prayer. That's unnecessary. We like you guys got mosques for that. Like that's the whole reason why y'all guys built mosques. We let y'all build mosques for you guys to do that. Can you please use it for that?
There does, and we need to address this ASAP before all these migrants come in here. We're just living next to each other, like barely putting up with each other.
This is a Minneapolis school, and if you look around, everyone's Muslim. Not just Muslim, but Somali. Even the mascot of the school is now a camel. I looked up, I tried to find what school this is, and then you see all the kids.
One, shout out to Fleckus. Fleckus Talks. He's been a real one. I've known of him since like 2019, 2020. Many conversations. We've worked together before. Like he's